Happy Saturday everyone, and welcome back to Crafts with Louisa. If you tuned into my video last week, you saw that my dad and I made some fun shields. I still have mine here. As we learned a little bit more about the armor of God, I hope you had a chance to make those at home or check out the video from last week. This week, we are going to be making some Play-Doh, which is why I have some flour and these ingredients out in front of me. And this is going to remind us of one of our stories from the Gospel Project. That's for our 2 to 5 class this week. So they are learning about the story of when the walls of Jerusalem were rebuilt. And I thought this would be a fun way for us to remember that story, maybe have some fun Play-Doh to play with while you watch the video, and then even build some walls yourself. So check out this video. So to make this Play-Doh recipe, you only need a couple of ingredients. I have them all in front of me. You'll need some salt, flour, water, and then you can use food coloring if you'd like to make yours fun colored. So for our first step, we're gonna be pouring in all of our ingredients. I'll put the measurements on the side so you know how much to use of each. So check this out. All right, so I've added my dry ingredients, and next I'm gonna add some water and then knead it together. You're gonna wanna add the water slowly so that you can mix it together a little bit and then add some more. So check this out. Okay, so I have my Play-Doh all ready, and I'm going to separate it into a couple of smaller balls so that I can add some color. So watch this. All right, so my Play-Doh is ready. I've made 4 colors, and I'm gonna build a wall in a minute. But before I do, I wanted to talk a little bit about our story this week. So our story, as I mentioned earlier, is about Nehemiah and how he led the people to rebuild the city of Jerusalem. They were building a big wall around the city to protect their city. And if you tuned into our video last week, we learned a little bit about what we can use for protection, and that was the armor of God. I still have my shield with me. And so that reminds us that doesn't mean nothing bad will happen to us, but it means that we can lean on God and trust Him when bad things do happen, or when hard things happen, or when we're tempted to sin. We can remember that God is with us and He wants us to follow Him. So I'm gonna build the wall in just a second, but I want to tell all of you that even though we might want to trust in walls to protect us or big physical things that would protect us, we know that what we have as a gift from God is the protection of Jesus. So God sent Jesus to die on the cross, and that protects us or saved us from our sins. He died to forgive us of our sins, to make a way for us to go to heaven when we believe in Him. And that is such a special gift from God. So when you are building your walls or maybe looking at your shield from last week, I hope you remember that even though it might be easy to trust in things like walls to protect us, we have God and Jesus with us to protect us. So check out this wall I'm gonna build. All right, I finished my wall. I'm not too sure if this would be strong enough to protect a whole city. I bet they use different materials other than Play-Doh back in the day when they were building their wall, but I'd love to see the projects you guys are working on at home with your Play-Doh. And next week, you're gonna wanna keep your Play-Doh. You can store it in a baggie if you'd like, because we are gonna be doing a craft part 2 with the Play-Doh that we've already made, so you're gonna wanna keep this for next time. And don't forget that on Sunday morning, our Firelight lessons will be posted on YouTube as well. They will be sent out to our parents through our email. If you want any more information on this, you can email me at louisa@redeemerbible.ca, and I'd love to connect you with these resources, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!